Hey friends, Sleepy here, and welcome to another episode of my weekly playlist series. It's Friday, which means it's time for me to share with you guys the games I've been playing during the week, give you guys my thoughts on them, opinions on them, whether I think you guys should check them out or not. Of course, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on the games I shared with you today. Let me know if you've played them before, maybe there's something you liked about them, maybe there's something you didn't enjoy about them. I'd also like to hear about the games you guys are currently playing, as you guys piqued my interest in quite a few titles. I love hearing about the games you guys are playing right now. So keep telling me about those. I'm always looking for games to check out. And if you guys maybe have a suggestion on a game you think, hey, he might enjoy this game, you should check this out, let me know. I'm always looking for new suggestions on new games to check out. I've got two new games to share with you guys this week. One of them is a demo, and the other one is a full game. They're both on the Xbox Series X. I've just been on a huge kick since I got the Xbox Series X for my brother. I've just been playing this console pretty much exclusively. I've kind of put all other consoles aside as I've just been having a blast with the Xbox Series X. So this first one we're going to check out is a demo of a game called Like a Dragon Ishin. It's a small little combat demo, so let's check it out. Hope everyone's doing well. Today we're taking a look at Like a Dragon Ishin. This is the combat demo. So a small little taste of the game Like a Dragon Ishin. It actually was just released last month, and it is a game that's on my radar that I've definitely planned to buy. Now, if you guys aren't familiar, this series is actually called Yakuza in North America. That's what we know the series as. But in Japan, they know it as Like a Dragon. And with the Yakuza 7 game, they actually started using the Like a Dragon name. So they did Yakuza Like a Dragon, and they specifically named it that so they could let us know it's part of the series and that they're going to transition. Because from now on, every title that we get in North America is going to go by the Like a Dragon title. No longer going to be called Yakuza anymore. So from now on, they're going to be called Like a Dragon, which they're actually working on the 8th game in the series, which will be coming out here eventually. But what's really cool is this is actually a remake slash remaster of an old 2014 spin-off game that we never received here in North America. Now, it takes place in Japan's from like 1853 to like 1867 at the end of the Edo period. So you're going to have guns and swords in this, and towards the end of the samurai's reign and stuff. So it's really cool. And it's a game that I've wanted to check out. It's been on my radar for a while now, and it was really sweet that I saw that they have a demo, which I do love seeing more and more of these demos. You know, I checked out that Wolong Fallen Dynasty demo, so it's just really cool to see companies starting to release more demos, so you get a little taste of their games, so you can actually check it out, see if it's your kind of thing or not. You actually have two different things you can do. You have this one called Escape from Kiyomizu Temple, which I've done. I have not done the Armored Assault thingy Onslaught yet, but I do want to check that out eventually. Here we also got in your settings section, you can check out and do the settings here, change your gameplay, your controls, your audio, the display, text color and stuff. You know, you can all set it to how you want. Some of the options aren't available because of it being a demo, but it's still just really cool. It gets you a little taste of the game. It's not a very long demo, so it won't take long to get through it. But it shows you you can, just like the other games in the Yakuza series, you know, you have different fighting styles and stuff, where you can be a swordman, you can be a wild dancer where you use a gun and sword, you can just use a gun, or sometimes you might be a brawler and use your fists, and it shows you the different combos and stuff you can unlock. You also have your typical in this series, you know, you can do easy, normal, hard, or legend, so I'll just start it on normals, usually what I play these games in. But I love samurai, and I love this time period and stuff, especially in video games. Graphics do look amazing. They did a great job remastering it. So if you guys have played the other games in the Yakuza series, you'll be right at home here with the real-time combat, as it is not turn-based that the Yakuza 7 turned into. This one is still with the live action, which I actually prefer over the turn-based combat. And you do have to watch out because some enemies like that guy do have guns, so you do have to fight guns. You can also block. So you can actually deflect there, and you can see my health bar and stuff. But you definitely have to be careful, especially when you have a number of enemies, to not get yourself surrounded, because enemies, you might be fighting one guy, and other people will try to attack you from behind, so you gotta be careful. And being able to properly deflect. You don't just want to go in here, you know, wildly just slashing and attacking people. You know, you have to have some thoughts to stuff. Now, of course, they also, too, have you pretty powered up. As you can check your inventory and stuff, you have different, like, health stuff to level up your character. You have different items. There's some produce. You eventually get seafood and materials for crafting and collectibles and stuff. So you get a little taste of what's in the main game. You have your different equipment, because you can actually equip different kinds of swords, which is cool. You can see they do different damage. This one doesn't do as much as this one does. So it's really cool that there's different weapons you can change from as well. So the main game is going to have a lot of different stuff to do. So different weapons and different things to fight with, which is cool. I like that in these games. Obviously, the demos just has a little bit of your stuff. You can also equip different stuff because you got the RPG elements. So, like, I can equip this. And you can look for what is the best defense. This one's bulletproof. And that one's good there. So, really cool. Unfortunately, nothing you do in the demo will carry over to the main game, which is kind of a shame. It'd be kind of cool if you beat this demo. They might have gave you a cool little, like, unlockable, but they do not. So they just mentioned that nothing you do in this demo will carry over to the main game. But it's so short that it's not really needed. I mean, I think it was only like 4 gigs, too, for the download, so it's real small. Would definitely recommend if you're not sure about this game, maybe you've never played this series before, maybe this might interest you, since it's got that whole samurai setting to it. And the swords and stuff, which I love this. And I've actually played this demo a few different times just because I really want to play this game. So I've played this demo like 4 times already, and just been trying to perfect my combat in the game before I actually own it, and realize that it's not just a crazy like hack and slash. You know, you want to try to come up with some kind of strategies at time. And, you know, practicing my timing and stuff, because, you know, you want to be able to deflect enemies where they deflect you and stuff. So it just got some cool stuff. And then I do like this changing stuff, so I can have a gun now and, like, finish him off with that. But you can also do some power-ups when you level up these orbs here. And now I got a bunch of enemies here. And I found some rounds. I got Essence of Bumbling Fool. So you can be... Ooh, so you gotta be careful with... they have muskets, so they, you know, they have that pause where they have to load. So then you can go up and shoot them while you see them loading, and then when you know they're about to attack, you can get back into cover and stuff. So it's kind of cool, you know, you're able to use tactics. You know, you got to think with your head and use tactics that at this time period, you know, how the guns were. Whew. There we go. So, you know, you realize that you can take advantage of your enemies. They all have to reload together. And so you can take advantage of that and attack them while they're not paying attention. And then we can do a little health pack here. And of course in the main game, you'd actually be able to buy this stuff and unlock it. Anybody with a yellow name on there, so those are like little mini bosses. Let's see if I can show you guys one of like the super attacks. That's pretty cool. You can do some special skill attacks like that. And if you guys have played other Guns of the Yakuza series, you can level up your heat setting, and then you can do special combos and stuff with getting that level up. So it's pretty much, as how they describe it, it's Yakuza with samurais. And you'll even find characters from the Yakuza series, like Kiryu and them, in this game, but they're just different characters, obviously. They're not the same people that are in the Yakuza series, but you still have them in this game, which is pretty cool. I also, too, just love how nice the colors look, and how vibrant everything looks here. Amazing job with the graphics, got great music, and of course, you know, good voice acting as always. It's in Japanese with English subtitles, which is I prefer, because if you guys have ever played the original Yakuza for PS2, they had an English dub. It was absolutely horrible, and I've always just preferred having these games in that with Japanese voices and English subtitles. Is how I prefer my games to be when playing these kind of games. You just having English voices kind of can break the immersion at times, because usually the voice acting is done just so terrible. Kind of like B movies is what people would compare it to. You guys have watched like old martial arts movies that are dubbed over with English things, you know, or Godzilla and stuff. You know, they're kind of funny. It's just the voices don't fit well. And now here we're going to be in a boss battle. So you get a little taste of a boss battle. And so the bosses obviously have more health than the regular guys do. Ah, damn. So far I've not found a way to like lock onto enemies. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Damn. As you can see, these bosses definitely are not easy. And you gotta come up with different tactics sometimes for them. And so then it'll give you a little ranking of your how you played the game and your little rating you did for your attack, defense, and technique and stuff. And you can work on that. And then you have different stuff that you use, and it shows you what you use for those different little squad stuff. Which is cool what it does for you. So those little level up power things that I used, you can see that you can level these up and equip them for it. So that's the little demo. It's pretty cool. Like I said, you saw it's not very long. It just tells you thank you for playing. It's now on sale. You can go to the store and buy it. on the Microsoft thing or buy a physical copy. There's still that other part I gotta check out, but I just thought it'd be kind of neat to share with you guys. Definitely a game I would recommend checking out once you get, I would recommend check out the demo, and if you like the way the game plays and stuff, I would then recommend getting the full version. I'm looking forward to buying it here at some point this year and playing through the story because I do love this series. Hope you guys enjoyed this look here at Like a Dragon Ishin. I hope you guys liked that look at that Like a Dragon Ishin demo. Just get a small little taste of the game. It's got me so excited. I played that demo a couple more times since I filmed that clip earlier in the week, and it just makes me want the game more and more, so I'm definitely going to plan to pick it up here pretty soon, as I'd love to go through the whole story. I love the Yakuza series, and now that it's called the Like a Dragon series, I can't wait to get the new ones in the series. I still have to go back and beat all the regular Yakuza games for my PlayStation 4. An awesome game. And next we're going to talk about a game in the Warriors series, which I love the Dynasty Warriors games, and this one's called Warriors Orochi 3, but this is the Ultimate version. Now, I beat the original version on Xbox 360, but I never played or beat the Ultimate version that they released for Xbox One, and I just started playing that. So let's take a look at it and show you guys how it is. Alright, hope you guys are doing well today. We're taking a look at Warriors Orochi 3. This is the Ultimate Edition, released here on Xbox One, plays on Xbox Series consoles. I had played and beat the original Warriors Orochi 3, but I never played the Ultimate Edition, which actually adds in some DLC and stuff to it. Big fan of the Warriors series. I've loved them ever since I played Dynasty Warriors 2 and 3 back on PS2 days. And I just had not played this game in a while, and I saw it on my hard drive. I do own a physical copy, but I also own it free because of my Xbox Live Gold subscription. And I thought, it'd be kind of cool to go back. I haven't played a Warriors game since last year, so I thought, let's play one here, and been having fun with it. I definitely would recommend getting this. It's a fairly cheap game. And what I really like about the Warriors Orochi series, which they actually have like 4 of them now, is it actually combines Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, and in these newer ones, they've actually added other franchises in the Warriors series all into one, so you have just tons and tons of characters to choose from. The basic story is that like, this big dragon appears and ends up killing a whole bunch of people, and almost all the characters are dead, and a few of you survive, and then this mystic lady saves you and then says that you can actually start traveling back in time to rescue characters to help you fight these big Hydra beast. So it's got a pretty cool, interesting little story. It's in Japanese, with English subtitles, which is what they do now for these series. They don't have the dub anymore. But just really cool game. I just love the hack and slash combat. It's got pretty decent graphics. Obviously, they're not going to have the best graphics in the world, but that's not what these games are known for.
昔医療で戦った時死んでも和歌を逃がそうって必死だったよね。馬長殿を生かし人間の未来をつなぐ。あの時はそれだけを願っておった。まあ 結局はかぐやに救われたんじゃがの。
ええ、かぐや殿には感謝しなければ。
And so then you go here, and you can choose your different levels of playthrough. And what's cool is that as you save different characters in the past, you can then unlock to play as them, but then you also unlock other battles. So sometimes you might have to play a different version of a battle because you can't save everybody. And if you do a different battle, you can actually unlock stuff that can then save in this battle. So it's really cool, and you can choose the different ones. And here we'll pick a battle here. So rescue Machao from a demon-infested lands of Yiling to help secure the future of mankind. And then you can either do the current team you have or take on their recommended team, which is what I'm going to do. Their recommended. You can do easy, normal, hard, and chaos. I usually just play these games on normal. And it'll give you a little bit of story before each battle. That's part of the main overall story.
4人の英雄がかけていた。甲冑、馬隊、序書、そして馬長である。蜀はすでに妖者によって滅ぼされていた。もはや道は一つ。医療を抜けて妖者討伐軍の本拠に向かい、他の英雄たちと合流して再起を図る。しかし妖魔の追撃が激しさを増す中、このまま逃げていても全滅は必至。ならばこの中の誰かに未来を託し、残る者はその盾となるべきか。未来を託すべき者、それは決然たる思いを胸に甲冑たちの瞳が乱と輝く。
ここまで追い込まれたか。小河原城まではあと一歩だというのに。
若、ここはもう危険だよ。ここは俺たちに任せて。若は
そのようなことはできん。俺は最後まで。
バチャオ殿に心配されるとは。わしらも焼きが回ったら、私にだけいい格好はさせず、見せ場はから後継者に譲ってもらうとな。そうだよ若、自分ばっかり目立とうなんてよくないよ。
まあそのようなつもりは。分かった。軽口を装っているけれど、甲冑殿と馬隊殿からは強い決意を感じる。命を懸けて馬長殿を逃がし未来をつなぐ。猛将の覚悟、思い。さあ行くぞ。今はただこの戦場を駆け抜けるのみ。
So your typical warrior series stuff where you can see the layout of the map and you can prepare with the different weapons you unlock. Obviously, some of these characters I just got, so they're only going to be level 1 and not be leveled up, but you can level up your characters as you play through the different missions and stuff. You also have extra bonus missions you can do like this, which I always do because you get extra stuff for this. You can see who's on your team, who's on the evil side. So I just love these Warriors games. I just can't get enough of them. And there's those of us who have just been playing this series for years, like myself, and I just love it. Love the music too. It's always amazing. It's always got good graphics. And I just love the characters. The story in this is really cool. And I won't go into too much detail because I don't want to ruin the story for you guys. So we won't mention too much about what goes on, other than the basic idea.
なら道を切り開いてくれる。そう信じて俺はここで命を捨てられるよ。夜の主役はいい大将、熱いな。確かにそれは描く大量の小田原城は遠いな。
And what I really like too that they introduced in this Rochi series is being able to play as 3 characters at once, and you can just swap at any time, which is cool. So if one gets beat down too much, you can actually switch it up. You have your Musho attacks and stuff, which are cool. And I just love the thousands of people on battle at once, and you can beat them up. And the games have gotten very smooth. There's not really any slowdown anymore now that they're on much more powerful hardware. Back in the PS2 days, sometimes you would have some real slowdown when you'd have a lot of characters on the screen at once. And their tagline always was in these series is 1 against thousands. And different characters will have different weapons and abilities and stuff, and some will be stronger than other enemies and weaker to other ones. And it really just comes down to your own playstyle and stuff. But I like to mix it up and play as different characters, which means leveling up different characters as well. So anytime you see a character's name, that means they're one of the officers, so they're a lot stronger enemy. They're not just the normal soldiers. And when you kill officers, you actually can get experience points. And sometimes they'll drop weapons and items and stuff, which is cool. So I'm not going to play through the whole battle, but I just wanted to give you guys a little taste of, if you guys have never played any of the Warriors series before, I think they're really fun games that I've always enjoyed. And it's definitely a game I think you guys should check out, especially if you have Game Pass or you have an Xbox or the Gold or whatever. This was a free title for there, so if you've had it for a while, you might actually have this owned. Otherwise, it's a fairly cheap game, and it's definitely one I would recommend if you're a fan of the Warriors series. If you've never played Warriors Orochi 3, highly recommend getting this one, the Ultimate version, as you get the extra DLC, some extra characters and stuff. Just a really fun game if you love the Warriors series. Hope you guys enjoyed this little look here. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed that look at Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate. I love the Warriors series. I've been playing them ever since Dynasty Warriors 2 and 3 back on the PS2 days. Loved those games. I just can't get enough of them. I play the Samurai Warriors. I even played some of the Nintendo ones where they have a Zelda Warriors series. There's just so many different spin-offs in the Warriors series, and I love them all. I just love the hack and slash combat. I really love the story in this one. I love the whole time traveling element. I love that they combined so many of the Warrior franchises in one. So you have so many different characters to choose from. There's just tons and tons of playable characters. And what I really like is that when you unlock characters in the game, you then unlock other modes and stuff. So I like being able to have stuff unlocked. You know, I don't like having everything unlocked from the start. I like to actually, you have to work for it. And that's what I love about this game, is you actually have to unlock characters. They're not all available at the beginning. You actually have to unlock them by playing through the story, which is great because it's got a pretty long story, a lot of stuff to go through, and you can replay missions and stuff and adjust the difficulty, a lot of different weapons to unlock, character outfits and stuff. Really good game that I love. Do a little recap. You know, I talked about that Like a Dragon Ishin demo. I really love the whole Yakuza series. I love samurais and stuff, so I love ancient Japan setting. And so it's really cool that we finally got to have that spin-off from the 2014 game that we never got here in America. Now we have it here in America. We get to experience it. They got updated graphics and visuals and story and stuff. They added stuff to the game. Really cool. Also has some DLC and stuff you can get for it. Awesome game that I can't wait to buy the full version of and play. And then we also talked about Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate, which I'm looking forward to beating this again because I had a lot of fun of it back on the 360 days, and I have not played this one in years, and it is awesome. If you love the Warriors games, you love the hack and slash stuff, you will enjoy it. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the two titles I shared with you today. Are you guys going to check out the demo, maybe get the full game? Did you like the Warriors Orochi 3? If you never played before, you know, it's a fairly cheap title these days, and if you have a gold membership and you had it, you may have actually owned it and just want to check in your own games section, you might be able to actually download it to your console for free since you might have got it from being a gold member. Let me know your guys' thoughts on those games. Let me know about the games you guys are currently playing. And if you have a suggestion on a game you think I should check out, let me know. Always looking for new games to play and experience. You guys have an amazing day and sleep, and we'll see ya next time.